Season 24 of Apex Legends, known as Takeover, is not bringing a new map or a new legend, but it is bringing plenty of huge changes across the entire game, including brand new weapon arsenals, new mythic in-game items, a ton of buffs, and so much more. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right in. So let's first start by talking about these brand new weapon arsenals. So this is one of the biggest changes that we'll be releasing in Season 24. Now, honestly, this system does seem to be inspired by Warzone's loadout mechanic, but it does have a twist. So these arsenal stations are located at every POI across the map, so it gives you the power to select the exact weapons that you want to use. So no longer do you have to go running around the entire map to find that one gun that you really like. So when you're in the dropship, you'll be able to see the names of the POIs, and also you'll be able to see the ammo type that is there at that weapon arsenal. With these arsenals, you are able to take as many weapons as you want from it, but it does have a small cooldown. So we'll have arsenal stations for sniper ammo, light ammo, heavy ammo, energy ammo, and others. Now what's really cool about these weapon arsenals is that you are able to enhance a weapon at each station. Now you do only get one use per arsenal, and when you do upgrade it, it will give you some attachments like a sight or an extended mag or maybe a laser sight. But what's really cool about this is that the ammo types for the weapon arsenals are randomized for each match. So whether you're a fan of something like marksman, SMGs, LMGs, or assault rifles, this really does give you more flexibility and control over your loadout than ever before. And again, being able to upgrade your weapon right away to get some awesome attachments is really cool to get into a fight quickly. Now let's get into one of the biggest changes going into Season 24, helmets and armor. So for this takeover season, Respawn has made one of the boldest moves to completely remove all helmets from the game. So that includes white, blue, and purple helmets being gone. But before you get completely freaked out by this, let me explain. So headshot damage is going to be consistent across the board. You don't have to worry about the damage reduction because of some players' helmet. So whether you're facing someone with gray armor or red armor, headshots will deal the same damage every time. This does make the combat more predictable, as you do know what that damage is going to be when you land a headshot. Now there still will be two specific helmets in the game, but they will not reduce headshot damage. So the first one is going to be this brand new red level Mythic Helmet, and it is super rare. Now again, this helmet is not going to reduce headshot damage like the old ones, but instead it will completely override your armor to red level. Now red shields are completely gone, meaning that you can only upgrade to purple, but again, if you do have this Mythic Helmet, you will be overridden to red automatically. So that means even if you're still at gray shield somehow, you will be able to go ahead and jump all the way up to red as long as you have that Mythic Helmet in your inventory. Now the devs have said that this helmet is only available in late game care packages or mythic bins, so you will need to keep your eyes peeled for it. And this is honestly great that you wouldn't be able to get it early game and be at a complete advantage over your enemies. And moving on to the other helmet is the gold helmet. So the gold helmet will still be in the game, however its perk has changed. It used to give you a quicker cooldown on your tactical and ultimate abilities, however it is now different. So the gold helmet will now give you double healing for syringes and shield cells, which perfectly ties into the next topic that we're going to talk about, which is legend changes. For starters, support legends are getting slightly nerfed, where they no longer have that passive of double healing effect and no speed boost after healing. And again, the only way that you will be able to get that double healing from syringes and shield cells is by having a gold helmet equipped. Additionally, in Season 24, Respawn is focusing super heavy on the assault class legends to make them much more aggressive. So this includes legends like Bangalore, Fuse, Mad Maggie, Ballistic, and Ash, and they're all getting buffed to turn them into absolute powerhouses. So this is what their new perks are going to be for the assault legends. The first one is stowed reload. So any weapon that is stowed will automatically reload after 2 seconds. This is similar to how the gold mag works. So it gives you a massive edge in those intense close quarter combat moments where you might not have time to reload manually. Their next perk is combat reserve. So assault legends will now get 2 extra slots for grenades, making them more versatile and lethal in fights. And lastly is battle surge, which is probably the greatest perk that the assault class is getting. So when an assault legend cracks an enemy shields, they will gain a speed boost, faster reloads, and their cracked target is highlighted for the entire team. This will make for more aggressive pushes and just faster team coordination in high stakes moments. And specifically now let's talk about Ash and Ballistic, as these two legends are getting some serious buffs. So first off, Ash's tactical is now much more flexible, as it snares from her position rather than the enemies. And her ultimate now allows her to move faster and further, but she does have a brand new passive known as Predator's Pursuit. pursuit, which allows her to dash around for fast repositioning. This is honestly a great buff for Ashe, and you can also upgrade this ability to have 2 charges to it, which will make her incredibly mobile in tight situations. I think this is going to be a great buff for her. Now, Ballistic is also getting some changes. One of the craziest things that is finally changing with Ballistic is that you can put a care package weapon into your sling. And yes, that means when you pop your ultimate, you will have unlimited ammo even for these care package weapons, which is crazy. Additionally, Ballistic will now have 2 tactical charges, but he will still have his upgraded tactical charge perk, meaning that he can get a total of 4 tactical charges at the same time, which is crazy. Continuing on with the buffs, let's talk about the weapon changes in Season 24. So Respawn has taken a bold step by literally buffing every single weapon in the game. And no, when I say every weapon, I literally mean that every weapon is getting buffed in some way or another. So whether you're using a shotgun, the R-301, the car, or anything else, you can expect faster kills and quicker engagements. So Respawn's goal with this change is to move away from a stale meta and make more weapons viable in competitive play. Instead of having a handful of overpowered weapons and a bunch of underused ones, now almost every weapon is going to feel better in combat. For instance, underused guns like the car SMG are even getting some special treatments where you can now add laser attachments to boost its accuracy. I know there's been a lot of talk with players over the last seasons to make more balanced weapon options, and honestly I think this is the change that will keep things fresh. And again, mentioning with the helmets being removed and no longer having that reduction to damage, these multipliers from headshots are going to be consistent across all weapons, so no matter which weapon you're using, the headshots will now deal a consistent amount of damage, which is great to keep things in line. Personally, I think this is a huge deal as it does eliminate any confusion over how much damage you're dealing to an enemy with or without a helmet, which creates a more streamlined combat experience. And looking into the weapons for the care package, the Peacekeeper should be heading into the care package and the R99 will be coming back to ground loot. Now we don't know exactly how powerful the PK is going to be when it's in the care package, but if it's anything like the Mastiff before, I'm sure it will absolutely slap. And now let's go ahead and talk about skins and cosmetics coming to the game and how you can even try them out for free before purchasing them. So first up, let's talk about the brand new Mythic weapons. For the first time ever, we are getting legend inspired Mythic weapons into the game, and the first one to hit Apex Legends is going to be the Wraith inspired R-301. So this weapon will come with a Void inspired look, it will have unique reload animations and brand new sounds that give it a really special feel. Now unfortunately, to get your hands on this, it will be in a milestone event, which I hate to report on, and it's going to be part of the upcoming anniversary event in Season 24. However, there is a takeover that is happening at the beginning of the season in pubs where you will be able to try out the Mythic R-301 skin in-game before you purchase it. Now in this game mode, there are going to be special Rampart care packages that you can find around the map. Now within this, there are going to be 3 versions of the R-301 Mythic skin. Each of them are going to be recolored. One is red, one is yellow, and one is green. Now, if you do unlock the Mythic R-301 skin from the collection event, you will be able to also get these recolors for it. However, within the LTM, you will be able to utilize these R-301 skin recolors prior to actually purchasing it. And each one of these recolors comes with unique abilities. So the first one, which is the red one, known as Vermilion, it increases critical hit damage and triggers thermite on knocked enemies. The yellow one is known as Hornet, which gives you faster movement and reload speed. You'll get a tactical charge on a shield break and an ultimate charge on a knock. And the third one is Limelight, which is the green one, which helps replenish your squad's health and shields when damaging enemies. So essentially it feels like Respawn is incorporating some components from the Rift relics that we got in Season 23 into these R-301 variants for this new takeover that will take place for the first 3 weeks it should be in Season 24. I'm kind of torn on how I feel about this. I really like that we get to try out a Mythic skin before purchasing it. However, we'll have to wait and see, because if it's another takeover where we're not able to earn badges again in pubs, it's seriously going to make people so upset. Now going back to that milestone event where you can unlock this Mythic R-301 skin, if you do so, you will also receive Mythic Ordnance Grenade skins for free. We do have a look at one right here of what the Arcstar will look like, and it is similar to just what the R-301 Mythic skin will look like as well. Now this will come with those recolors of that green, red, and yellow variant of the R-301 Mythic skin, and these should work. Like when you throw them out, you will be able to visibly see that skin on either the Arcstar, the grenade, or the thermite, which is kind of cool. Additionally mentioned in the dev diary, we should be seeing the return of 3 strikes and solos 2.0 at some point in the season. Also coming in Season 24 will be Spotlight passes. So as of right now, it will be 18 legends that have their own pass with 10 challenges for each of them. There's going to be 20 levels within each Spotlight pass, and you can get a bunch of free rewards from this, including Apex packs, thematic packs, legendary weapon packs, and even free crafting medals. I honestly like that they're adding this this so that it forces you to try out different legends and that you can get rewarded for doing so. For Season 24, at least in the first split, we should have Olympus, Broken Moon, and Kings Canyon as the maps. And again, unfortunately, there don't seem to be any map changes, at least in this first split. However, looking at this image that was provided, if we look in the background, we can see that there's a mountain range on Olympus, at least in the skybox, which definitely wasn't there before. So I'm curious to see if maybe that's a hint at some upcoming map changes to Olympus that we've talked about before. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Arenas is returning, at least at the beginning of Season 24. Maybe we'll see it at the mid-season update, or maybe we won't. We'll have to wait to find out. So that's a wrap on everything that we know about Apex Legends Season 24 Takeover. We got the weapon arsenals, weapon buffs, legend improvements, and all those changes to the helmets, armor, and the brand new LTM that is coming. In my opinion, this feels slightly lackluster for an anniversary event, as we don't have a new legend or a new map releasing. But let me know, which of these changes are you most excited about? Are you even excited about this? Honestly, I want to hear it all. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more Apex content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.